Today we are going to talk about the benefits of homeschool. Now maybe you have just started homeschooling and you are wondering if you have made the right decision. Or maybe you're watching this video because you're questioning whether or not you should make that decision because you have things going on in the public school system or in your kid's private school and you're really considering homeschooling but you're a little nervous about it. So this video is for you. Hey guys, it's Vani from Mrs. Mom's Homeschool, and I want to welcome you back to my channel. And if you're new here, I make videos to help you on this homeschooling journey. The whole purpose of this channel is to help take out the stress in homeschooling because it can be such a beautiful thing. Obviously, that depends on your circumstances. But I've been homeschooling since 2012. We have had our ups and our downs, our highs and our lows. But for the most part, it's been a beautiful experience and a beautiful journey. And if you want to see in detail what I mean by that, check out my Day in the Life Homeschool playlist. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about why homeschooling is a good choice and could be a really good choice for your family. Obviously, these are not just my opinions, because I have a child who is in school, who was homeschooled through 8th grade, went to school in 7th, and then again in 9th and 10th. And through experiences, I have confirmed my decision to homeschool my other children all the way through. And I'm just going to share a little bit of the benefits of homeschooling without bashing public schools or any kind of school. I'm not here to bash anything. I just want to give you the benefits of homeschooling. And I hope that I'll be able to help you in making your decision. Okay, so one of the biggest things that people worry about when they're beginning their homeschooling journey or thinking about homeschooling is socialization. So what is socialization? It's when you're introducing kids and teaching them how to deal with people. Now, I saw a funny quote before that said, we socialize our dogs, not our children, which is true, right? To a sense. Now, yes, we need people in our lives, of course, but just because you're homeschooling your children doesn't mean that they are never going to interact with other people again. So I want to first clear up the misconception that your kids need to be with other children their age 24/7 to be normal or to be, socialize well or to learn how to deal with other people. Because I'm going to tell you a quick story. So I have a child who is in school, and I'm not going to go into the details of why she's not homeschooled anymore. That's for another. I like to respect her privacy, so we're not even going to get into that at all. But the point is, we had a birthday party her first year in school. And this was like her 13th birthday. So it was huge. So we had kids from her public school, kids from her homeschool, because she was just homeschooled. So she had a lifelong of friends from homeschool, and then kids from the neighborhood. And then she had cousins. And my husband, who was always kind of against homeschooling because he felt that the kids were not being socialized well enough, that birthday party changed everything for him because he saw how well-mannered and talkative and polite and more outgoing the homeschool kids were versus the public school kids. Now, I think that is because homeschool kids are actually around people a lot more often. I think, not a lot more often, because obviously when your kid is in school, they're with kids nonstop. But when your kid is homeschooled, they are with adults more, so they're learning how to be more mature, how to speak to adults, and how to have conversations with adults. They're also around children of all different ages. Now, of course, this depends on what you're doing to get your kids around other kids. Now, let's say you're part of a homeschool co-op, which I highly recommend. I know a lot of people out there don't, have had bad experiences, but if you have, find another one, because homeschool co-ops are where your kids are going to really learn how to talk with other adults. They're going to learn how to go to classes and be away from you, how to take orders and have respect for other adults who are their teachers, because you're not going to be in the classroom with them. They're going to be learning how to get along with children much younger than them and much older than them, and be able to be friends with everyone. My son is 11 and he has friends from the age of 10 to 15. But the kids who are older and 15, 14, and 13, they've been homeschooled their whole lives. So they're a lot more innocent than your average 15-year-old who has not been homeschooled. Same thing with my daughter who's 7. A lot of her friends are older because she's so mature. So she has 8, 9, 10-year-old friends who have also been homeschooled their whole lives. And the thing is that when you're homeschooling and you're purposely doing things to help your kids find friends. Maybe when, before we had co-op, I would take my oldest daughter to the playground and I would make friends with the parents of the kids that she was talking to and make play dates out of that. But you get to know the parents, and when you're having play dates, you're getting to know the family dynamic and you know whether or not this is going to be a good setup for your kid. Whereas if your child is in a public school setting, they're around all types of kids with all different backgrounds, all different mindsets, all different habits and problems and beliefs, and you're not going to be there or even know if your child is getting picked on or bullied. Not to mention, when your kid goes to a public or private school, you have to hand them a phone. You need to know that they're safe, and you're handing them a phone. And handing them a phone, you're also handing them the entire world. Because even though you may say no, there's no social media allowed, they're going to find a way to get it, or they are going to cry their eyes out and swear that it's the end of the world because everybody else has it. And they're right, everybody else does have it. And these apps are not safe, and they will expose your children, and they will change your children. Your children will lose their innocence from a lot of these apps. Being homeschooled, you have a lot of families who think like you. And if you think that you don't want your child to have a phone until they're 16, lucky for you, there's a lot of parents who feel the same way. And so your kids are less pressured to do things that are normal outside in the main world. So their interactions with people are going to be more positive being homeschooled because it's in a more controlled environment. Now, a lot of people may think like, well, that's a drawback. They need to learn how to deal with, such and such a type of people. Trust me, your kids will get that experience. All you have to, going to a homeschool co-op, you're going to have kids with different types of learning styles, maybe some different abilities or disabilities, maybe kids that are just come from a rougher background, and they're going to get to interact with kids who are going to be troublesome. Just because you're in an environment with, Christians or with homeschoolers, that doesn't mean they're not going to face the harsh realities of the world, because every family is different. Whether you're homeschooled Christian or not, every family is different than yours, and your children are going to learn that one way or another. I think that homeschooling protects them from having to deal with the negative things too much, because when your kid is in school, they're forced to conform, and if they don't, they're made fun of. And it's not like before when you can just go home and or even over the summer and just forget about the problem you had with that girl. No, now everything is on the phone, and it's constant bullying, constant. Whatever happened is forever there. And this is why there's so many depressed kids in public schools. Not to say there's not depressed homeschoolers, but there's so many depressed kids who are in school. There's kids who are cutting themselves. There's kids who are killing themselves. They're in my daughter's high school. The first week of school, a senior committed suicide because she was being bullied and picked on online. And it's not that we can avoid it, because I also heard a similar story of the homeschool child who committed suicide. So I think that we just really need to be really careful with what we're handing our children. And I think in a homeschool environment, you have more control because there's less outside influence. Another big benefit of homeschooling is you get to instill your values, your beliefs, your religion, your morals into your child without the outside world robbing them and confusing them and brainwashing them from the people that you're trying to mold them into. Now, when your children are young, they are yours. Your job as a parent is to mold them, give them morals, give them their beliefs. Where else are they going to get them from if not from you? They're going to get them from somewhere. So when you homeschool your children, you are the main influence in that child's life. Now, there's plenty of situations where a child is not better off at home. They should be in school because of their family situation. But if you're watching this video, I'm going to guess that that's not you. And if it is, then you probably should send your kids to school. All seriousness, our children being home are going to be allowed to be who God has made them to be. They are going to get to be whoever it is that they want to be. If you have a kid who's a little quirky, a little silly, a little quiet, really loud, kind of crazy, they can be who they are without being changed by what other people think is normal, without, having to change it to what is normal, because they are around other kids who are being raised to allow them to be themselves. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But it's also easier to disciple your child and teach them what you feel is the right way when your child is home with you, because like I said, there's not all that outside influence. You're not forced to give them a cell phone with all this other more influence always in their ears, always in their eyes, always in front of their faces. You are the one who's there to disciple them, to raise them well, and prepare them so that when they go out into the world, they're fully prepared. There's another misconception that your kid's not going to be prepared for the world or be prepared for the real world if they're home. That's hogwash, because your kids will be prepared because you're going to prepare them. You're their parent, right? So you probably weren't homeschooled. You know what the world is like. So you know how to prepare your children. You also know how to introduce them to certain topics at the right time. Should a child be taught about sex at the age of, 4th grade or 5th grade? Or is your child not ready until 7th or 8th grade? When you're homeschooled, that's up to you. But when your kid is in school, that's not up to you. That is not your decision, because they're going to hear it from their friends or whatever the school agenda is when they have their, sex education classes. It's going to be taught. So having them home, you get to keep them innocent longer because you get to decide when to expose them to things. Now, let me just say, I had a child who was homeschooled, who was around all homeschoolers, and she was still exposed to things before her time by other homeschoolers. It happens, but you have to plan for that. And, at least I knew about it because we had such a close relationship that she was comfortable enough to tell me what it is that she had heard. And then I had to explain the whole thing, the birds and the bees, at an age earlier than I wanted to, because someone else had discuss the word or whatever. So at least when you're homeschooled, which is another benefit, it does create a closer family dynamic because you guys are together all the time. You're learning how to get along. You're learning each other. You're learning each other's things that set each other off, how not to do that. You're learning how to get along and all those things. So you become closer. Your kids are more, I found that my daughter was so much closer to me when she was homeschooled. And I feel that they're more open and honest with you, and they'll tell you more things because you guys are, a lot closer because you're together more. The more time you spend with somebody, the closer you are. If you can have a friendship, right? If I have one friend here who I barely see, I talk to little chit chats here and there. And I have a friend over here who I'm with all day. We're always hanging out. We're always talking. We're learning together. We're doing things together. Who am I going to be closer to? Being homeschooled, your kids also have a chance to have more meaningful friendships because you're going to be involved in helping to create those friendships, right? And so let's say you're going to befriend the parents of the kids that your kids are friends with. So you guys will have more opportunities to hang out more than just in school, where the kids can't really even talk. They get in trouble if they're talking together. But if you have a child who you guys can just, do things together, you go to co-op together, do field trips together, those friendships can last a lot longer and they can be more meaningful. Homeschooling also gives your kids the opportunity to find more time to develop interests, hobbies, skills, musical instruments, their artistic pursuits. Maybe your kid is really talented in something, but if they're in school and all day and then they come home, they have homework, then dinner, maybe a sport, when do they have time to work on their God-given talents? They really don't. So homeschooling gives you that time because you can homeschool in a couple of hours and then the rest of the day can be spent with them pursuing, if they're really talented, a skill that they want to continue in or that you want them to continue in. I mean, I have a friend whose son is a gamer, but this kid is creating games on his free time and he is making a ton of money making these games. So I think that's really cool because being homeschooled, he does his academics and then he's able to create games and take courses on game making and has this future career that he started at the age of 15. When your kids are homeschooled, you are not stuck to a schedule or time unless you have a kid who is still in school. But let's say the whole family's homeschooled. You're not bound by time, unless your job is restricting you. But what I'm trying to say is you guys don't have to wait till summer or spring break to take a vacation. You can take vacation when things are less crowded because you don't have to worry about the kids can't miss out of school. They can't miss school for a doctor's appointment, or we can't do it because the kids are in school. You have a lot more freedom and flexibility in that way because you're not bound to someone else's schedule. Another benefit to homeschooling is if your child has ADHD, autism, or some other learning disability. Maybe they're extra sensitive. Maybe they just hate school. Not interested at all. Having them homeschooled is going to allow you to alter your teaching style to fit their needs. You can also pick the curriculum that is going to be perfect to fit their needs. It's going to take some trial and error, and I have tons of videos on finding the right curriculum for you. But homeschooling is going to allow you the freedom to mess around with different things and see what works for your child. You also, if you join a homeschool community, whether it's online or in person, you'll be able to talk to other parents who have been have the same situation. Maybe they have a child who has the disability your child has, but they've been doing this for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. You can go to them for advice and help to figure out how to best make your child successful in life. And I mean, if I were just to go into the research of the rates of homeschooling, I have a video somewhere where we talk about the statistics of homeschoolers, how homeschoolers are more likely to succeed in college, how colleges love homeschooled kids, how your child is going to be a different thinker than a public school kid because they're homeschooled. They might love learning more and be lifelong learners because they're not forced to learn the things that are jammed down their throats in school. They may not have tests. That's not how we test for knowledge in homeschool, unless you have a curriculum that has tests. You just continue on a topic until your child gets it, and that's their A. Their A is because, okay, you get it, we're moving on. So there's so many statistics, and I encourage you to do your own research because there's just too much of that to talk about in this video. I will link the video where it says, are you qualified to homeschool? And in that video, I talk more about the statistics of success for homeschooled students. So I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. Like I said, I'm not bashing public school at all. I have a kid that's there. Do I wish it was homeschooled again? Yes, I would never send another one of my children to public school, but to each his own. Not everything is for everybody. And that's the thing, is that not everything is for everybody. What I want for my kids may not be what's best for them. It may not be what they want. So, I don't judge anybody for their decisions. This is just to help you if you are on the verge of deciding whether or not you should homeschool. Hopefully this helped to make that decision a little easier for you. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.